Guys, this is my favorite thing about this show, running randomly into you guys and hearing this. An 8-minute recharge time.
Yes, sir.
Well, these are our classic combination cutting and grinding wheels. They're not going to chip. They're not going to shatter. Even if you bind them up, they're going to be fine.
All right, I got in early. I'm working with Toro. When I say I'm working with Toro, I did a meet and greet for 2 hours in their booth. So they give me one of their exhibitor badges, which allows me to get in before everybody else. So I was like legitimately the first one here, because what I do is I go through scouting, trying to find all the cool stuff, trying to bypass the stuff that may or may not interest you. So I try to get here early, because then the crowds start moving in and you can't move. It gets shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall, ball to ball. Okay guys, I try to bring you the coolest stuff that I can find, and I've never seen anything like this. Leanne, what is this?
It's a Womack foot steer attachment that attaches to your lawnmower, and it's very versatile. We're working on getting it on every lawnmower model right now. And so what it is you steer the lawnmower with your feet. So
Okay.
This is forward. This is backwards.
So as she's pressing the pedal, it's connected to the hand throttle, okay,
This is left, and this is right. And
okay.
then you can mow and weed eat at the same time.
Show me.
Yep.
So you have this designed and set up for who? Why would somebody want this, Leah?
So anyone with back issues, upper mobility issues, or someone who just doesn't want to walk,
Okay.
and they can ride and weed eat at the same time. You can also attach a blower attachment to this,
Okay.
or any other tools you may have. And we are currently working on a basket system that will hook up back here for your sprayer, so it'll be an all-in-one unit. And this will be a retractable pulley system here. That's a counterweight, so you don't have to lift. That's in design right now.
Okay.
And so when you get this bracket out of the box, you don't have to put anything together. So you just pull it out of the box, you just bolt it in, because the holes are already there.
Okay.
We're not voiding any warranties in the lawnmower, because your holes are there, and we are making it for multiple models. And it's a cable linkage system, so the cable runs to your transmission back here, and so there's no electronics. It's just really easy to hook up and go.
So it's a mechanical connection that does not void the warranty.
Right.
How does a guy self-install it? Do you guys install it?
The commercial or homeowner would self-install it, or
How long would it take for an average?
30 minutes.
30 minutes on a skill level of 1 to 10. What do you need to have?
Like a 2.
A 2.
It's 6 bolts. If you know how to screw in a bolt, you can screw it in this, and then just hook it up and ride. And it's all made in the USA. It's
Made in the USA. Your name is?
Leanne Womack.
And there's the inventors, Pam Womack, and the genius, Bernard Womack. So it's a family-run company.
Yes, sir.
All right. Where do you guys find out more information, Leanne?
Go on our Instagram page, Womack Foot Steer, and visit our website, womackfootsteer.com.
WomackFootsteer.com. Awesome. Thank you. Curtis, what is this and what are we doing with it?
It's our weed wrench tool. It's a leverage tool for pulling out trees and shrubs. Our tools feature a ball and detent mechanism, which holds the jaws open while you place them around the stem. So you're going to place them around the stem of your plant, a fixed jaw up against the stem, and you just simply pull it out of that ball and detent mechanism. Once you got the plant grip tightly, all you're going to do is just apply your weight and force to the end of the handle, and it's going to multiply that force so you can lift up with several hundred pounds easily.
So you're lifting at this point 800 pounds, but what size trees does that mean a guy can take out?
Yeah, this tool will open up to 2 1/4 inch diameter, so we handle everything that size and lower. You can show you the small diameter stems you can reach here. This is our mini uprooter, and it's a very thin diameter stem pulling up a 25-pound weight, and you can see we easily grip the stem and then just pull it up. No sweat. This really saves on the forearms and all the gripping, and we're a USA-made product right in Grants Pass, Oregon.
So you can handle up to 2.5 inch diameter trees.
2 1/4 inch.
2 1/4 inch diameter trees. What is this called, and where do guys find this at?
This is the weed wrench. You can get it at weedwrench.com. www.
dot WEED wrench.com. Oh, there's a hyphen?
Yeah, so that's why I was like, maybe I got confused midway.
Okay, well, that's all right. We're not confused. We know how to find it. Weedwrench.com.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, another something new. Actually, it's not. I take that back because I met you at National Hardware Show
That's correct.
a bit back. So it's not new to me, but it's probably new to you because I didn't see you standing next to me at the National Hardware Show. So another new one for you. What is this, Aaron?
So this is the Trimyx. It's the first ever string trimmer and edger that simply attaches to your push lawnmower. So it's not only just a trimmer, it's also an edger. So it switches over to an edger to do your sidewalks, your driveways, and switches just back, locks right in place. You have adjustability to go 0 to 90 degrees, lock it in place as well if you want to get underneath your chain link fence or your fences in general. So how it works is it attaches to any push lawnmower. So you take the 2 bolts off your existing lawnmower, you add our hardware, and then 2 bolts back on. So a matter of 10 minutes it installs. And how it's powered is a 20-volt battery that we provide. It's a quick disconnect system here. So you just quick disconnect here. It's all waterproof connections. So very simple, very easy for the end user. And then you just slide the battery right in. So just slide the battery right in, and you have the trigger up top. So you have full control with the push of your thumb.
How do you adjust the head if you run out of string?
Yeah, so if you run out of string, all you have to do is flip it over here. You pop the cap off like this, and then you just take the spool out. We have preloaded cartridges.
But what if you chew up your string? How do you
Sure.
bump feed it out?
Sure. So the bump feed is actually all controlled by the trigger. So it is all automatic feed. So there's no bump feed needed.
No bump feeding needed.
Exactly.
You control it by the trigger.
Yep. So
what does that mean?
Yeah. So how it works is every time you hit this trigger, it extends about a ½ inch. So after that ½ inch, there's a guard on there, and it cuts it.
Okay, so every time you hit the trigger, you're using up a ½ inch of line.
Yep. So once it comes to a complete stop. So once you hit it,
I heard it.
you heard it. So once you hit it, let it go. And
Now
then
hit it
that's-
again and it'll cut another. It didn't cut anything off that time.
We have it locked.
Okay, so you can lock it so it doesn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, where do you guys find out more information on this, Aaron?
Yeah, so you can find this at Trimyx.com. Trimyxs.
Awesome, thank you. All right, guys, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine, guys. This is Greg.
The pond guy.
The pond guy.
Also known as the water lily sheriff, which
Okay.
you saw at Pandemonium.
Why is that, Greg?
Because the number one problem that I see when visiting water gardens is that the plants are anemic because they're not put in the right size pots, they're not fertilized with time release fertilizer, and the customers don't even understand this.
So this is before?
Yep.
And-
Same pond 3 months after.
And it's just because of water lilies?
Well, it's because properly taking care of the water lilies. So most people take the pots that come from the growers, which is a small 1 gallon pot, they stick it in the water, and it does okay the first year. By year 2, it's anemic, and by year 3, it's barely alive, which is illustrated in here. But you put the right size pots, or the right type of pots, which is the fabric pots, the right fertilizer, and enough soil, and this is the same difference you can get.
Well, what's the benefit of this
The benefit
thing?
of this is this allows the roots to breathe. So the finger roots will actually go through the fabric, the tubers or the rhizomes will stay in it, and then you can fertilize it with once a year fertilizer. And the difference is instead of having your pond look like this, it will look like this, and that's a true water garden.
So the difference is this is a slow time released capsule that allows you don't have to go in week after week and
Once
do
a
this.
year. Once a year you put them in, and then obviously at that same time you add new soil for the one that was evaporated. But because of these pots, because of the fertilizer, and properly taking care of it, these are the kind of results you can get.
Well, Mr. Water Lily Sheriff, I think next year what we're going to do
Yes.
is we're going to show these guys in my pond what that does.
I will personally come to see your pond for the first time, and I will bring water lilies with me.
Awesome. Sounds like a game plan. So we're up for it. We're gonna make this guy prove it. I mean, he does know his stuff, but we're gonna make sure because I always like to verify. Trust but verify.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Aquascape, and I've got a video coming out about these guys. This is one of honestly the best organizations that I've ever had the honor to work with and get to know over the years. I 100% wholeheartedly endorse them. And have you ever paid me a dime? Ever once in my life, have you ever paid me a dime?
No, and you come and support us all the time.
Absolutely, because these guys will, I promise, help you grow. I absolutely promise it. That is an unsponsored but very biased review because I've experienced their results and seen it firsthand, and I know all of the people that they've helped. All right, let's keep this show rolling. Thank you, sir. All right, Garen, what are we looking at now?
Well, these are our classic combination cutting and grinding wheels. They're not going to chip. They're not going to shatter. Even if you bind them up, they're going to be fine. The thing is, you've always had to use them with a lock nut before, so you don't have the ability to completely flush grind. We've redesigned the wheel, put these 8 holes on it, and a turbo thread adapter, so now you've got full access to the entire surface of the wheel. So if you want to, it'll still do all the things it would before, cut and grind. And for guys that are doing hardscape and whatnot, it'll do tile, no problem. It'll do, but you still, and because it doesn't get real hot, you cut your materials, it's not gonna melt. You can feel that if you like. It's cool to the touch.
Where do guys find out more information on this, Garen?
Obviously, any one of our trade shows, also milnertools.com. You can check us out there. And the big thing also, remember guys, unlike your traditional fiber wheel, they can shatter. You are not going to break or shatter our wheel, and they've got a lifetime replacement guarantee.
What does that mean, Garen?
What that means is when you wear it out, you can bring it to us at a show. We'll swap you out for free, or you can always mail it back to our shop in Nashville, and we will mail you a brand new one.
So this is, I want to be very clear, this is a one and you're done.
Don't lose it.
You buy one, you don't let your guys steal it, drop it, or lose it on you.
Even drop it, you're fine. Just don't lose it.
Don't lose it. Okay, don't let it walk off the job, but when you wear it out, they give you a new one. If you somehow break it, they give you a new one. You get a new one, you get a new one, you get a new one is what they're saying with this warranty. It's a no questions asked.
No questions asked.
Phone number is
888-365-3301.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, I'm with Nick from Mulch Mate, and this is brand new, right, Nick?
Brand spanking new, Truckmate HD.
What are we looking at?
All right, so this is the ultimate tailgate replacement for a Mason body style truck like you see behind me. It's all electric, runs on batteries. As you can notice right now, the truck's not running, you can't hear anything. And what you do is a press of a button, we're gonna press it in, and we just filled a wheelbarrow at a press of a button. I mean, it's full, it's ready to rock and roll. You can also run the conveyor both ways. So as you can see from over here, I can just switch it. Wheelbarrow's full, ready to rock.
But this gate does more than that.
Absolutely. So this is a traditional dumping style bed, right? So this actual back panel folds down. So if we wanted to dump this load out right now and get the truck moving, you can absolutely do so. You just dump it right over this back gate.
What about towing a trailer, Nick?
Yeah, so we have our hitch down here with a 7-pin connector. All your wiring is in place, so there's no switch and plugs around. That also means the tail lights on this unit are still available for you, so you don't have to unplug a 7-pin and keep moving them around.
So you can still tow a trailer.
Yep.
You can still dump the entire load. If you don't need to do it wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow, flip that down, dump the entire load out.
Correct.
When you're done with your load, flip the entire gate up.
Correct.
This whole gate will lift up
Yep,
and
all the way
into
up.
place.
At a press of a button.
What?
Yep, so over here, just tailgate up, you push that button up, it's got Mulch behind it, and that whole thing will just lift straight up into place.
Is this out?
Yes, so we're officially in production now. This was one of the final prototypes. In our indoor booth, we have the final prototype, and it's absolutely amazing. The switch is a little different. We're now using the joystick from the Mulch Mate.
What is a price to set up a truck like this?
This is $17,909. That comes with your harness, the whole gate, and all the mounting brackets, everything you need to slap it on there.
Okay, but wait, there's more.
Always.
Okay, so now at Mulch Mate, what do you have over here now?
So the original Mulch Mate from 7-8 years ago, we've made 9 generations of the Mulch Mate, learning and growing and dreaming with you guys, getting all the feedback, and we have fully automated the system. So with this unit here, it's as simple as throw a key into it and you're ready to rock and roll. Simple mower index key.
Okay.
Throw it in here, turn it on. That's 100% alive. Something I want to point out. It's making no noise. It's not running. It's not doing anything. Let's move this out of the way real quick. to dump this over here. Now watch, you just throw a wheelbarrow in here, press the button down, it's gonna unload itself, and you're ready to rock. So the whole system has a pulsating system, so it doesn't jam up.
Now this is the entire system.
The entire, well, no.
This one,
It's just the back.
okay, so it's not the truck.
No, it's not.
It's just this
correct
part.
It's just a door attachment.
Okay,
So take your doors off, bolt this in place. It's just 8 bolts on either side. Run 2 wires to your battery, and you're done.
so you don't have to recharge this. You don't have to go in and plug this in separately. This connects to the electrical system of the trucks via 2 cables, hot wire and a negative.
And on top of that, you can plug it in overnight. And on top of this unit, there are solar panels up there. So we have 3 ways, 3 redundancies to keep you out of jam.
Now what does this unit go for?
This unit is $36,909.
Okay, so $17,909, $36,909.
Correct.
But wait, there's more. This is your brand new trailer.
Yes. So this is our DMT trailer. It stands for Dump Mate Trailer. I think Dump Mate doesn't sound good, so we went with DMT. This is basically it's a deck over design dump trailer that's wider than normal. The axles are moved back further than normal, and it's more robust. So like these rear posts, these are all beefed up to handle the mulch mate. This is a turnkey solution for you guys. This thing starts $55,000. And it's an a la carte options list. This is our #1 seller right here. This sold before we even showed up.
Okay, so we've got the mulch mate on the back, which we just seen demonstrate, so that hasn't changed.
Nope.
The trailer has a side open door. I can see that right here.
Very simple.
I've seen you slide I see how you got the axle slid back.
Yep.
What is this?
So this is our front platform. This is a 108. So we have it in a 54-inch wide, 78-inch wide, 108 wide, 125 wide, and 154 wide. So if you want to throw top dressers up here, mini skids up here, vent tracks up here, mowers up here, that's what this is for.
And what are we looking at in the front?
So this is just another dream. This is a 37 horsepower Billy Goat leaf vac or debris loader, and then we just shoot it right into our new leaf cap here that simply bolts on and unbolts. It only adds about 450 pounds. It's got all ventilation you need. You can adjust it however you'd like here. So everybody has a different preference on ventilation, right? This guy, when this is in the down position, because it normally would be, you can just undo the orange turn knobs, and you can have the vents on this side, do the same thing on the other side and on the top. So you have full control of the ventilation.
Where do you guys find out information on any one of these units?
MulchMateUSA.com.
MulchMateUSA.com. All right, thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, let's keep going, you guys. All right, guys, we're looking at a new log grabber that Tom has made, right?
Well, Jackie has made it.
Okay.
Absolute development. And so we're calling it the Model X. It's going to be a cart that can transform from the dolly platform you're seeing here to a flat cart, all in the same machine.
Okay.
We have both powered and manual options available.
Okay.
What you're looking at here is an early prototype of the powered version. What we're going to do is one of the new attachments for being a log grapple. So that way, if you're doing some tree work, have some rounds, you got to get out of a small space in the residential yard, you can just go up, grab the log, cart it out with the powered unit. The option of one man moving what could be a heavy log that's going to be normally 2 or 3 people or bigger equipment having to get in there and handle it.
So
We can get in and out of the 3-0 gates without issue.
Now that converts to this.
That same machine, pop your pins, about 60 seconds, you can drop it down to this flat cart mode. This is a manual one here, it's not powered, but the same unit can be powered.
When is it coming out?
We are in the process now of using a test research group to use and abuse these machines, give us ideas on how to make them better, probably launch in full production in 6 months.
What's your website?
AbsoluteEquipmentSales.com.
Thank you, sir.
This is the hover mower. You have a 3-blade system on the bottom for flail blades. Basically a rough cut mower to go around like ditches and ponds and all that kind of stuff, right? So when you're running it, there's
on-off switch for turn it on.
Hold the bail.
It's been running, so we don't need to choke it. Turn it up, put it on there.
Maruyama, they don't play around.
First time using it?
Yep.
First time touching it?
Yep.
What's the website?
www.maruyama-us.com.
Maruyama?
Maruyama-us.com.
Thank you, sir. What are we looking at with this now, Nick?
Guys, this is the Snowmate. So this thing will fit any commercial grade mower. It starts off at 36 inches wide from here to here. These are our winglets that you can add on. This is a full a la carte options list here. We also have our power pack here, lifting actuator, and side to side actuator, so you can pivot this thing left and right.
So yeah, you could turn a stand-on mower into a snowplow, making it a year-round piece of equipment.
Absolutely. What's awesome about this thing is it's so robust, so strong, it's commercially built, and this thing plows snow like you've never seen.
How does it hook up?
So simple 2-inch hitch receiver here, and then for the power system, you have this power station here, simple SAE plugs.
Okay.
Okay, that just plug right into the side here. So when you want to take this thing off, pull these plugs off, pull your pin out, this whole thing comes right off.
And then you just have a control panel right up here.
Yep. And along with that, we have our dual pod tripod lights, lighting over 3/4 of an acre with your strobes, two phone chargers here, and my favorite, the heated hand grips.
What does a unit like this go for laid out like you have it?
Laid out like you have it here is about $3,500. It starts at $1,200.
Where would guys find this at?
Find it at mulchmateusa.com, ships UPS in a nice box.
Thank you, sir. What are we looking at, Craig?
This is a sample of our conveyor belt floor. It's got double mesh nylon, so it takes a lot of force to beat the heck out of it.
So that's the floor of this trailer right here.
Remote control to operate all the functions.
All right, so the big question guys ask is, what does a unit like this go for, Craig?
You're at $40,000 for what you see here.
That's the trailer and the tailgate attachment.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $8,000 to add the side discharge attachment. It's great if you are filling wheelbarrows. You know, eliminates that guy from shoveling and puts him behind the wheelbarrow.
So the trailer is 32, the tailgate is another 8.
Correct.
If I'm understanding this correctly.
Exactly.
Okay. Where would guys find out more information, Craig?
AntsTrailer.com.
AntsTrailer.com. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Guys, this is my favorite thing about this show, running randomly into you guys and hearing this. Say it again, Eli.
I've been following his channel for like 7 years. In high school, I was going, what am I gonna do for work? I saw a snow video pop up and went, I wanna do this. This is ASMR beyond dream. Following your channel has been like the best thing ever. I have learned so much from doing patios, watching Alex and Tim doing everything to retaining walls. Everything.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm all the way from Massachusetts too, so I'm like, I'm a hop, skip, and a jump.
God bless you.
You too.
And go get them.
Oh, I will.
All right. We are in the Yanmar booth. Let's see what's new here. So tell me about this machine, sir.
This is our 4-ton excavator, the SB40.
Okay.
So it's been a pretty solid unit for a while for us. So this has been on the market for a few years now for Yanmar.
So let me ask you a question. Why would we want this Yanmar over something that we may be more familiar with, like a Caterpillar or a Kubota or something like that?
You're going to see a very stable machine for the compact tail swing of this unit.
Okay.
A little bit of overhang, but very exceptionally smooth hydraulics. So we run multi-pump systems.
So I remember the first time I ever heard of Yanmar, it was just in a motor and another loader. And I was cringing when the guy said, oh, it's a Yanmar, and I put it out there, and comment after comment was like, oh, it's a Yanmar, that's good. Oh, it's a Yanmar, that's good. That's where my audience taught me the value of a Yanmar. So then you take that same performance and you brought it into the entire machine?
Yep. So we really have, like, I would say Yanmar has really woven like reliability and dependability into the DNA. That really started into like the power plant, the engine package.
So now you guys have got your own line of excavators and skid loaders, but are these actually available now?
Yep. So the mid-frame's just launched.
Okay.
And this is our latest launch at this show. The VIO 35. This is the Dash 7 series model. So just launched it and started shipping this version to dealers now in the cab and angle blade configuration. So it received some more upgrades to the hydraulic system, kind of really standing on the shoulders of its predecessor there. Okay. But we upgraded the cab and the user interface, and hydraulic quick coupler got some advancements as well.
All right, let's just go take a peek in that cab. How you doing? Oh my God, it's my buddy! Holy shit, are you still on the radio?
Yeah, we got our own station now. Boots
All right,
on
tell me about it.
BootsOnGroundRadio.com.
BootsOnGroundRadio.com.
3 weeks old, but it's awesome.
Come over here, Eric. Come over here, buddy. I want to get away from that beeping sound. What did you think of this machine?
I absolutely love it.
Honest opinion, not getting paid, Yanmar, nothing, and you're a lifelong contractor. Tell me about this.
We've always ran John Deere skid steers, excavators. There's been some changes in the John Deere dealerships in our area.
Okay.
And so we have switched to Kubota. I've bought some Kubotas here recently. Our dealer does not have access to the Kubota excavators. So he said, man, we're getting Yanmar. So we come up here to drive them, see what they're like.
And one more time, your radio station is now what?
BootsOnGroundRadio.com.
There you go. And that's my buddy Eric. It's good to see you again, dude.
Come talk to you. You gonna be here for a little bit?
Well, all right.
All over the place.
We're all over the place. We got to keep moving. But I'll come talk to you.